We are getting an outdoor dining set delivered. I have had a very productive morning. It is 4:30 in the morning, so we're going to go check out the surf. Good morning and welcome back to another weekly vlog. My name is Jess if you're new here. As you would have seen, we went and checked out the surf this morning to see if it was any good. It really wasn't. So no surf this morning, but we are going to go and get some bagel for breakfast, which is quite exciting. It's a very cloudy, overcast day today, which is not my favourite start to the week, but that's okay.
Why is it like one big wrapper or two?
You can rip it in half.
Saying damn it, description. See how the salad tastes. I've never tried this salad before. I can add it to my list of salads. It's so crispy. You can hear it being like in your mouth. Good morning. It is Tuesday today and I've had a pretty laid back morning. I slept in till 8, made some breakfast, and I've been doing some housework. Now I'm going to go for a little walk. So I'm all dressed, got my hat on. Let's go for a stroll and get a matcha. Alright, I've been editing away on my computer, but now it's time to get some kind of late lunch because it's almost 2 o'clock. And I have a run to do this afternoon, so I need to eat now before it gets too late. Otherwise I'm just going to end up with a stitch while I'm running. And I'm going to put on an episode of Stranger Things while I have some lunch. I've been binge watching the previous seasons of Stranger Things because of course the new season is coming out end of this month. I think the first episode actually comes out on my birthday, so that's fantastic. Definitely something I'll be doing. Anyway, let's get some food. I have leftovers for lunch, which is amazing. You would have seen my dinner last night, but I don't think I told you what it was. It was a really delicious, like crumbed chicken tender salad, and the salad was mixed leaves, spinach, broccoli, cucumber with this really yummy like Greek yogurt sauce. It was beautiful. I am going to add some sweet potato fries too, because I happen to also have some leftover sweet potato fries and I need to eat them. One of my big goals at the moment is to make sure I'm eating more greens. So I'm trying to have lots of salads, lots of veggies, and just increase my micronutrient intake. I'm going to pop a bit of mint on top of the salad. I'm really using these HelloFresh meals to increase my inventory of like yummy, delicious meals. I was just getting so bored of cooking the same food over and over again. And I feel like I'm slowly but surely building up quite the recipe book, although I don't actually have a recipe book right now. I've just saved literally all of the HelloFresh recipes that I love, and I'm hoping to get a blank recipe book at some point in the future, and I'll put them all in there. Because a lot of these meals would be really easy just to recreate myself. But I need a teacher which is HelloFresh, to teach me some new meals. Broccoli. You cannot see anything that I'm doing right now. I do apologize. Give me a second. So far we got the chicken tenders, salad with broccolinis. This is some balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Just pop that all over. And then finally the additional sweet potato fries. And then in here is my garlic Greek yogurt sauce. Guys, I fell into a deep, dark Stranger Things hole and I watched half a season. Anyway, it's now time for me to go on my run and I really don't want to do it. I'm pretty sure it's a 5k time trial, so it's going to be hard. So it's 1k warm up and then 5k's at a 6:15 minutes per kilometer pace, which I know is not that fast. I used to run that as my slow pace, but these days it is reasonably fast. Like, I struggle to maintain that for 5k's. Anyway, we're gonna give it a go because it's now 5 o'clock and I need to head out before it gets dark. Also, if you're wondering why all of our curtains are closed today, it's because we have had painters painting the balcony and it's just rather awkward when they're just staring in at you. So I shut the curtains. I figured it's less awkward for both of us, you know? They don't have to be constantly conscious of me, I don't have to be constantly conscious of them. Or maybe that's just my introverted self. I don't know. If you're a tradie, let me know what you'd prefer. But as an introvert, I just prefer the curtains closed. Anyway, let's get this run done before I talk myself out of it. It's going to be hot out there too. I'm pretty sure it's like 26 degrees right now. Good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning and this is take 2 of the week of trying to go surfing. So we're going to go check out the surf, see what it's like, and hopefully get a little bit of practice in. It's one of my goals to get better at surfing, so. I realise I have really not spoken to you much today. I have just spent the last couple of hours sitting down and doing some editing finally, because these last few days have not been that productive. But I'm getting a decent amount done, so I'm quite happy with that. It's now 1:30, however, and I need to make myself some lunch. One of my goals this year was to be more consistent with learning to surf. So essentially, since moving to the Gold Coast, I've been trying to learn to surf, and I did a little bit back home in New Zealand as well, because my husband's a surfer. But I just have not been consistent enough to really see that improvement. However, today honestly felt pretty good, and it's been at least a year since I last surfed. And I feel like I didn't forget that much, so that was nice. I'm still definitely a novice. I'm not great. I can stand up, I can balance, but I pretty much just surf the whitewash at this point in time. So I'm hoping if I get more consistent with it, I will actually see improvement. I'm glad today was a success as far as surfing went, because Monday really was not it. Anyway, I am going to take a little break from editing, get some food, probably put some Stranger Things in the background because I'm addicted, even though I've already seen it before. And I'm just gonna chill out for like an hour or so. And then I'll come back, do some more editing. And honestly, I'm trying to decide whether or not I should run this evening or if I should run tomorrow evening. In my planner, it is tomorrow evening that I'm running. But my husband is on a later shift today, so like he doesn't finish until 6 o'clock, which means he won't even be home when I'm out running, so I won't feel like I'm like leaving home just as he's finished work, you know? Not that that really matters, and he doesn't care. But I spend my whole day without him, and then I don't love just leaving right as he gets home. Anyway, if I go for a run tomorrow night, that's kind of how it'll be, because he'll finish work around 4:30-ish, which is the time that I start getting ready to run. So we shall see. It's just the fact that I went for a run yesterday. Like in an ideal world, I like to space my runs out and have like a day in between, but that's not always reality. So I also have Pilates tomorrow morning, which is exciting. And honestly, a run and Pilates on the same day, cool, like it really doesn't matter. In fact, I quite like that combination, honestly. We will see if the random desire to run this evening overtakes me, and if it does, fantastic. I actually decided to put a little bit of effort into my appearance today for a change, especially this week. I've just been chucking on shorts and really not trying at all. I have makeup on. I washed my hair because I was in the pool. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I can't remember. You will know. And then I went for a surf this morning, so my hair was all salty and gross. It just needed to be washed. I'm also in desperate need of a haircut, honestly. The length, I mean, it's getting a bit long, but the part that annoys me more than anything are these bits. It's fine when it's down, but I wear my hair up so much. Like, if I'm going like this, these front pieces fall out, but when they fall out, they just look stupid. So more often than not, they fall out like this. And then I go to tuck them behind my ears because it just annoys me like this because it's just straggly. If I tuck them behind my ears, I then just look like I've got like this. What is that? You know? Anyway. Enough of that. I'm really just on the fence about what to do about it. Some days I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I'm loving how long it's looking. Like, it's really long. But then some days I just want to chop it off. I know I need at least a little bit off, like at least like that much, you know, just to keep it healthy. Because it has been maybe like 9 or 10 months since my last haircut. I really need to get better at that, but it's just looking very straightly. It's definitely a goal of mine, I think, to just do more with my hair. I've either just let it air dry like this, or it's like tied up for exercise, or in a braid for work. And that is all I do. And I just want to be a little bit more creative with it because it's a bit boring. And because I wear my hair up so much, I really want to prioritize how it looks when it's up, you know, because my hair's always like this. I look like a boy, you know. It'd be nice to be able to have some front pieces out without it being like down to my collarbone. I won't be doing that this week, but it is my birthday in a few weeks, and I think just having nice looking hair is not such a bad thing. Maybe it'll be like a birthday week situation, which is a few weeks away. Anyway, lunchtime. Alrighty, I am very excited about this one. I made myself a umami beef, mushroom and vegetable stir fry, and it looks delicious. It's got a cauliflower and broccoli like rice underneath it. Alright, I fell straight back into the Stranger Things hole, and I watched a few episodes instead of one. It's now 5 o'clock, and I kind of feel like I wasted my afternoon a little bit. So what I'm going to do to make myself feel a little bit better is do a bit of a house organization reset. I need to put away the dishes that are over there. I need to just organize some of the towels and bits and bobs that are lying around the house from our surf this morning. And I think this place needs a bit of a vacuum as well. Also, I braided my hair while I was sitting on the couch watching TV. So it doesn't quite look right because I have no idea what I was doing when I was doing it. But you'll see what I mean when I kind of explain these front pieces, you know? Like, they're too long just to hang down, but then when I tuck them behind my ear, I just end up with this stringy bit. I'm going to get cleaning.
A lot bigger. Tom and Bruce.
That's an understatement.
That doesn't look like a bowl.
Nah.
Good morning. I have had a very productive morning so far. I went to a Pilates class first thing, I've been for a walk, I've done some mobility work, and I've just gotten ready for the day, and it's time for some breakfast. I've also done 2 loads of washing this morning, and I've scrubbed my white shoes because they were no longer white. I got my gym shoes, and then one of my pairs of like walking sneakers are white, and they were more brown than white. So I've given them a really good scrub this morning in the hope that they could be white again. I was also doing a whitewash, so it just kind of made sense while I had all the whitening products out just to really scrub it. I am having eggs on toast for breakfast, the same as always. Hello, I have just been editing away and now it's time for some lunch because it's 1:30. So I'm going to make one of my HelloFresh meals. We are getting an outdoor dining set delivered today. So I'm kind of just stuck at home while I wait for that to arrive. It's been closed for a while, like it's got one of those map tracking things, but yeah. It's on the Gold Coast, but it's still not here. I'm just being patient, or trying to anyway. I do really need to make myself some lunch though, because I've got to run this afternoon and I need enough time for my food to digest before I run. Alright, delivery finally arrived after waiting around for it all day long, and now it is time to go for my run. I really don't want to do it, but it's only a short one, so it should be okay. I have woken up so incredibly exhausted today. I had a 12-hour shift at the hospital yesterday, and now I'm just so tired. So we're just having a very relaxing day today. We've made up our outdoor dining table that we got delivered, and we're really just relaxing. The chairs to match it are arriving today as well, so that's exciting. I'm back at work for yet another 12-hour shift tomorrow, so recharging is the priority right now. I'm gonna go and continue my relaxing day, doing a whole lot of nothing, and I'm gonna see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.